My name is Andrew Liazos, and I'm a partner at McDermott and Emery in Boston. I've been practicing here for a little over a quarter century, and I practice mostly in the executive compensation and employee benefits area. We're really entering a fairly unique proxy and 10K season. From a compensation perspective, there were many changes over the last 12 months that most companies faced. And not only that, we're looking at 2021 with new human capital disclosure requirements and increasing importance of ESG and changing 2021 plans for that. So what we thought we would do is partner with a very prestigious compensation consulting group, FW Cook, which had done a study in terms of what we had found from proxy and 10K filings to date, and try to share that information and give in-house counsel a heads up in terms of what they'll be looking at for this proxy season before maybe they've gotten the full download from HR, to give them some perspective in terms of what to think about for the new human capital disclosure requirements, and how ISS and other proxy solicitors, proxy advisory services rather, are looking at what happened in the last 12 months. Well, certainly the number one thing is you can't just take what you did for your CDNA last year and say, geez, we're just going to tweak around the edges. I think what we're finding is companies are really starting from scratch with their executive summaries and really trying to make sure that investors understand how their company was affected by COVID and what sort of impact it had on their performance, and in turn, how it affected their compensation arrangements. For those companies that had a tougher time last year, a lot of focus on the extent to which executives are getting bonus payments due to change performance goals. And particularly if these companies face furloughs and the like, there really needs to be a fairly thoughtful and nuanced conversation of those matters. And then in terms of just the overall proxy disclosure, there are a lot of things, whether they be deferrals of salary, changing of performance goals, new types of awards that have never been granted, short performance periods, discretionary bonuses. And I'm just giving you sort of very quickly the alphabet soup of all kinds of different compensation changes that are going to require proxy disclosures that have been different in the past. And then in terms of the human capital disclosure, you're going to find companies that will take very different perspectives on that. I would recommend the Starbucks disclosure to look at, as that really will give you a good example of sort of the extent to which some companies are really putting effort into that. So those are a few of the areas that are worth thinking about sooner rather than later.